Wyatt Milum out of West Virginia.
Wyatt?
It just sounds like a West Virginia name, right?
I was going to say it's a
It
perfect.
really does. And you know why? Because he's from Canova, West Virginia. 6'6", 317 pounds, 23 years old, 47 career games overall. In 23, he was second team All Big 12. This past season, 11 games, a 91.0 PFF grade. Consensus All-American, Big 12 Offensive Lineman of the Year, first team All Big 12. So a lot of accolades to him. Probably one of the most decorated guys this year. All of his career snaps have been at left tackle, except for one random snap at right tackle in 23. So he's a 4-year left tackle starter. He's got no issues at all with stunts and twists, picks things up pretty well. He's aggressive. He's a good finisher. He's a strong anchor. Here's his issues he has. And this is where people start. Again, there's a lot of people in this draft that you go, can he play tackle at the next level? This is one of those guys because he tends to lunge forward at times instead of just keeping his feet moving and moving onto the outside in a lateral motion. His hands are also a little bit light as well. Like his placement is good. And it's right there where it needs to be. But just doesn't quite have, I don't want to say, lack of a better term, the fury that you want out of those hands.
He looks like a boxer doing a test jab instead of throwing a punch.
That's exactly what I mean. 100% dead on. He also has issues in space. And I don't mean outer space. I mean, like, literally, keep in mind, he's the last guy as a tackle. So when you're doing that lateral motion at that point to go get a guy, and you're now in space basically on an island by yourself, that's when you see some of the issues he has there. Especially because, like I said, he'll start lunging. It's for whatever reason. He just seems to do it naturally. And you got to think that people at West Virginia have pointed this out to him. And he got away with it there at West Virginia. I'm not so sure he gets away with that in the NFL.
I was about to say, you probably don't make it in the NFL.
But if you notice, lateral movement, issues in space, where does that happen? At the tackle position. It doesn't happen at the guard position. That's why there's some guys who do think he needs to move into guard. And if he does that, you take away those issues. If he does that, you also see the fact that the stunts and twist things that he's very good at picking up, that kind of stuff, still comes in handy. You know, you might want to see him a little better with his punch, a little as far as a stronger punch. To be very frank with you, you see it on video, but I don't know if it's a technique issue or a strength issue. You know, but you see it. I think he's that guy that you probably put as like your fifth offensive lineman. Sorry, your sixth offensive lineman that can kind of be that six man of the year award winner kind of for the team that you can put in at tackle. You can put him at guard. Even if he doesn't settle into one of the starting spots like that, you can feel confident he's a guy who can step in and be where he's got to be while giving him a chance to go ahead and move to guard. Because I do agree that he probably will have to move into guard because of those issues. So I would kind of put him in the rookie camp. Keep him at a tackle at that part and see what you got. See if you feel confident you can fix the issues. If you can't, I'd move him into guard.
Yeah.
And start him in training camp at guard. Say, hey, when we come back to training camp, you're going to be moving into guard. Maybe reach out to a couple guys for some training techniques in the meantime. There's plenty of these former NFL players that do that all the time. Whatever team he goes to, he's going to have probably somebody like that he can work with, a former player. I think that's where he's probably headed down the line up there. And if that's the case, you're going to want to give him some time because he's used to playing tackle. Give him a chance to develop into being somebody who's going to be a guard because I think he's going to be good going. I really do. So, you know, we'll see what happens there. But like I said, day 2 pick is what I think. Second round, maybe slips into the third round if somebody's a little unsure of how he's going to transition to guard if they think somebody's going to have to. But I would have no problem with him being a round 2 pick personally.
Yeah, been late round 2. Like
I said, 4 years of experience.
Yeah,
you know, you can sit there and pick apart some of the issues, but you can pick apart any prospect. But either way, I think at some point he's going to be a starter in this league. Probably his second year. You probably want to give him that year to develop into a guard if he has to. and that's it. So
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
please, I'm begging you.